Okay, back again. So we just got to figure out, in question 2, the price of a watch increases from $120 to $150. What is the price increase? Well, all I've got to do is figure out how much has it gone up by. So what I'm going to do here is just subtract the two amounts. 150 minus 120 gives me $30. Nice and easy. Now we don't have to do any percents there because it's not asking us to figure out any percents, is it? Just the price increase. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, now let's try some actual increasing. Question 5 says, increase 56 by 10%. Alright, so let's first of all, we need to do 2 sections of working out. Let's see how we go. First thing I'll make this bigger, we are increasing. So that means I'm starting with 100% and I'm adding on the percent. 100 plus 10 is 110%. Now we've already done that, so hopefully you know that. Alright, here comes the second set of working out. Now what you do to figure out the increase in your final answer is you multiply the number in the question, in this case it's 56, you're going to multiply that on your calculator by 110%. So on my calculator I'm going to go 56 times 110, remember percent means over 100, so put it over 100 on your calculator, use your fraction key, or you can just divide by 100 if you wish. Okay, same thing, and that gives me on my calculator 61.6. Let me just move that equal sign down so it's a bit closer. Okay, now in the question it just said increase 56 by 10%, so there's no dollars or units of any kind, so my answer is just 61.6. Okay, can you try and have a go now at questions B and F on your own? So pause the video now and have a go at B and F. Okay, welcome back. Hopefully you've had a go at B and F already. Let's see how you went. So the first one says increase 980 by 20%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the addition first. Remember, increase means to add. So I'm going to add the 20% to the 100% first. That gives me 120%. So the second thing I have to do is take the number in the question, 980 in this case, and multiply it by that new percent, 120%. So on my calculator, I'm going to go, did it again, didn't I? 980 times 120, fraction key, 100. That gives me 1,176. Again, there is no dollar sign or anything, so at the moment I'm just leaving it as a number. Okay, right, let's move to this one. Increase 450 by 20%. So again, let's do the percentage first. Starting with 100%, we are increasing, so we're adding, and the percentage in my question is 20, so I'm going to add on 20%. So 100 plus 20 is 120%. So now I do my second set of working. I take the number in the question, 450, and I multiply it by that new percent. 450 times 120. Remember, percent means over 100. So I'm going to do 450 times 120, fraction key, 100. And I get 540. There you go. You've just learnt increase. Alright, let's try the next one. How about we try decrease now? So this time we're going to decrease 80 by 5%. Now remember, when you're increasing you add, when you decrease you subtract. Okay, that's right, that's what you all said. So I'll make this one bigger. So starting with 100% again, this time because I'm decreasing, I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to subtract by the percent. 100 minus 5 is, hopefully you know, that's 95%. Beautiful. So now take the number in the question, 80, and multiply it by that new percent, 95%. Remember, that means 95 over 100. If you have a Casio and you know where the percent key is, you can just do 80 times 95, shift open brackets. If you know how to use your percent key on your Sharp, go for it. Remember, do the percent bit second if you're going to use it on your Sharp calculator. So on my calculator, I'm going to go 80 times 95, fraction key 100, and that gives me 76. You'll notice that number is smaller than the number you started with, 80, and that's the way it should go. Okay, so if you're decreasing, you should end up with a number that's smaller than the number you started with. Then you know you've done it right. Okay, so you've got 2 more questions here. I'd like you to pause the video now and see if you can do these 2 on your own. Beautiful. Hopefully you've had a go. Let's see how you went. Alright, remember, decrease means to subtract, so I'm going to do 100% minus the percentage, 8. When I do that on my calculator, I get 100 minus 8, I get 92%. So now I do my second set of working. I take the number in the question, 8,000, and I multiply that by 92%. Okay, so I'm going to do that. 8,000 times, now remember, 92% is the same as 92 fraction key over 100, so don't forget it's the same as over 100, and when I do that I get a number 7360. Is it smaller than what I started with? Yay! That means I've done it right. Okay, let's try G. Oh, come on, you can catch up. There we go. Decrease 68 by 75%. So I'm going to do my percentage first. 100%. Decrease means to minus, so I'm going to subtract by 75%. 100 minus 75, do that on your calculator, and you get 25%. Beautiful. So let's do the second set of working out. Take the number in the question, 68, not the percent, but the number on its own. Multiply that by the 25%. Remember, that means 25 over 100, and do that on your calculator. 68 times 25 fraction key 100, or use the percent key, and I get 17. Is my number 17 smaller than what I started with, 68? Yes, it is. Good, so I am correct. Alright, let's try one more before we finish in this video. Number 9 says, a computer was decreased in price by 15% in a sale. What is the sale price if the original price was 2,100? Ooh, let's see if I get this one right. Where did I get this one from? Okay, not there. Alright, so let's have a go. It was decreased in price, and I want to know what the sale price if the original price was 2,100. Alright, let's do the same thing we've been doing. So we're decreasing, so we're subtracting. So let's do 100% minus 15. I need to make this smaller, I'm not going to fit it. I'll just make it bigger now so I can fit it. And 100 minus 15 gives me 85%. Beautiful. Now let's do the next thing. Okay, let's go back and have a look at the question. Not like that, miss. Okay, if I have a look at the question, 2 fingers, and it says that the sale price, the original price was 2,100. So I'm going to go 2,100 times 85%. Remember, that's 85 over 100. So using our calculator, 2100 times 85 over 100, or shift open brackets if you've got a Casio, and I get 1785. So let's have another look at it. It was decreased in price by 15%, so the sale price is now 1,785. Thanks guys, see you next time.